Specifically, the revenue that I've accrued just from the connections that I've had attending these masterminds and events and dinners. And those connections resulted into contracts, direct contracts, and hiring for my agents and for my business. I crunched the numbers and we have had a gross total of about $60,000 in new revenue just based off of the relationships that I've built from this group, and net profit about $30,000. So my name is Jennifer Nicholson. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Hava and Hava Talk. Okay, so I have been attending all different types of masterminds and conferences for several years. There were always in Las Vegas or New York or Florida or California, and getting from Colombia all the way over there was always extremely tiresome, and it would take days to get there, and I'd have to spend a lot of time away from my family and my children. So when I first got targeted for Thomas's advertisement on Instagram, I was blown away and so excited that there was something here in Medellin that I could attend and then go home and be with my family and my kids. So having a center place where we know that the people that are involved in this community are solid, reputable, reliable, and trustworthy was more than enough for me to, at least take a step in the door and sit down with these guys for dinner and see what they're all about, and it was absolutely worth it. I think the first dinner that I attended was in February of this year, and I never looked back. Anything that Thomas decides to put on, I definitely participate, because the wide variety and the quality of character that I find in the attendees and the community is it's invaluable. And I get to meet some really, really cool people. He's brought in, billionaires who have managed huge companies that we get to we get to understand the level that we can get to, and it's really inspiring and motivating. Well, specifically the revenue that I've accrued just from the connections that I've had attending these masterminds and events and dinners. And those connections resulted into contracts, direct contracts, and hiring for my agents and for my business. So I crunched the numbers, and we have had a gross total of about $60,000 in new revenue just based off of the relationships that I've built from this group, and net profit about $30,000. For me, when I first got here, it was a lot of real estate, investment, technology, AI tools, definitely marketers, selling or sales, very high ticket sales, and spiritual community leaders, thought leaders. I got targeted for an Instagram ad from Thomas and checked out his event that he was promoting, and Thomas has always been very communicative with me. I always joke because he's like one of the only persons that can call me and I'll just pick up the phone. He doesn't send me a text and say, hey, can I call you in 5? It's just, Thomas is calling. It means that I'm gonna pick up the phone, and no matter what I'm doing. So he's extremely communicative and always checking in. He also is very careful in how he connects people. He understands what people are looking for, what personalities are gonna mesh well, and I'm on a weekly basis, I receive introductions from people that he's meeting, or people that are, maybe thinking about joining the group, and he'll get us together for a nice private dinner, and we all get to connect. And so it's great. He's almost like a business development for my personal and mastermind life, just constantly continuing to put us in front of other people that he knows will help us and that we can help them. I love how respectful everyone is. I've been in a lot of communities that it's just kind of like a way for everyone to brag about themselves. We've all structured our businesses around helping others and giving, providing a solution to a problem, which I know is a very, very important factor when it comes to success. So everyone is overly generous with information, with advice. They listen. It's not just a bragging community where you just show up and everyone, is supposed to just worship your accomplishments. It's a very humble group of people, and I feel like we're all on the same path with the same objective. So there's a lot of synergy. Well, so the type of person that should join this group is someone that doesn't like to gatekeep, that understands that giving will actually lead to more receiving, someone who has a lot of value to give to others, that likes to have fun and get dressed up and enjoy the finer things in life, and also that wants to network with people that might not be in the same place or with the same tools and the same knowledge that you currently have, that you're willing to step out and learn some other things, because that was one thing that when I first got into this group, I didn't know anything about real estate or investments, and I've learned a ton and got to meet some really incredible people that I know are going to contribute to my generating wealth and multiple streams of income.